Fidelity Pacific Real Estate welcomes you to our Carmel Valley tour in gated Santa Barbara. This home is listed at $1.5 million. Notice the narrow streets. The cars have to park on the curb and on the sidewalk. This is a very narrow street. $1.5 million doesn't buy you much space. Now, what this home has going for it is a beautiful front yard and gorgeous canyon views, but other than that, it's just a cheap builder home. Built in 2003, that's pretty typical for Carmel Valley. Everything's cheap on this home. Cheap carpet, cheap tile, cheap appliances, cheap countertops. The only thing you're paying for here is the land. Notice the cheap cabinets even, cheap doors, everything's. As you can tell, we're not impressed with the construction at all. Again, the backyard's really nice, but I don't think it justifies $1.5 million. These prices really need to come down. Notice the chipping paint, cracks in the stucco. I don't know how. This home should not have all this going on after only 6 years. This is the upstairs. Again, builder grade, cheap. Next, we move to Via Talavera in the Centera neighborhood of Carmel Valley. Just driving up there, this is in a gated community. The homes are further apart. The construction is better. These homes were built in '89. That's when builders still build homes the way that I think they should be building them. We really like this neighborhood much better. The home is even cheaper than the other one. It's just under $1.2 million. Let's go outside. This is a pretty nice backyard. We couldn't really find much wrong with it other than some exterior damage from dry rot and termites, and unfortunately they just painted over it instead of repairing it first. It kind of makes you wonder what else they're hiding, if anything. They didn't use galvanized nails, so you can see the paint, the rust coming through under the new paint. This kitchen is all original, but that's typical for Carmel Valley. Most of the homes over $1 million don't even have granite or solid surface countertops, and they have their original appliances. Carmel Valley was not really known for people doing a lot of kitchen remodeling. It's a more conservative community. This is a pretty nice, bright eating area. Notice that there's some water damage or something in the paint there, that buckling. And again, there's how they painted over the damage in the wood. This is the upstairs master bedroom door. I always try to find all the flaws in the house. And that's not good. They really should have fixed that before they put it on the market. The upstairs bedroom closets are cedar lined. Our last house is on Lago di Grada Circle in the Torrey Hills neighborhood of Carmel Valley. This home is listed at $1.2 million. It's 3,000 square feet. And you basically have no place to park. These homes are all squished together next to each other. There's a fire lane in front of the home, so if you have any guests, they're going to have to park somewhere a couple blocks away. We don't like the upgrades in this home. It's got, well, you can paint over it. It's got a lot of crazy paint, but they've put in plastic flooring, which is called Pergo, but it's basically plastic. And the way you can tell that is see that the planks are just painted on. That's really just one piece. Let's go into the kitchen. There are no upgrades here in this kitchen. The layout's okay. Here we are upstairs. That's an upgraded carpet, but there's no door going to the master bedroom. I wouldn't like that. I'd paint over that. Let's go outside. We're recording over this later, so you can hear how loud it is. An industrial commercial center, the street, which is loud, loud, loud. A lot of houses, and there in the distance, a little bit of ocean. This isn't my idea of a view. Notice how they didn't even finish painting on the left there. I guess the bed was in the way. This home has an upstairs laundry room, and because of its high ceilings, you're going to have windows all the way up the wall, which makes the home very light. We really like the backyard. In conclusion, this home, while it does have a decent view if you don't mind the noise, and it has some nice landscaping, it's squished on a small lot. There's no room to park, and the whole interior needs to be redone.